Hello, Fantastic Beasts fans! On the 11th day of Grindelwald, my true love gave to me 11 schools of wizardry and how they may affect the future plots of Fantastic Beasts. I'm Susan Chappelle with Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts to bring you the clues. Join me and other Fantastic Beasts fans here on the Beast Chaser Forum as we uncover the secrets, discover what's coming first, and play along with Rowling's newest game. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you'll be notified when videos post and won't miss out on the next clues. I'm sorry to have disappeared before finishing the 12 days of Grindelwald. The holidays caught up to me sooner than I'd anticipated. So to make up for the delay, I've added a couple of new giveaways and extended the deadline for entering until the 12th day post. I'll tell you more about it at the end of the video. Many fans, including myself, were disappointed in Crimes of Grindelwald that we did not seem to get any hint of Beauxbatons. Although Ilvermorny did not figure prominently into FB1, we at least got to see the school's backstory prior to the film's release, and we were aware that Tina and Queenie were alums, even if their school song got cut short. But nothing of Beauxbatons with FB2. Why? Perhaps we did get just a hint of the school with Nicholas Flamel, one of the school's most famous alums. Not only were Nicholas and Perenelle students at Beauxbaton, where they met, but they also endowed the school later in life, earning a beautiful fountain on the grounds. This is pure speculation on my part, but I would not be a bit surprised if, over their extremely long lives, either Nicholas or Perenelle also taught or occasionally guest lectured at the school. Which brings me to my current speculation. From Pottermore, we know that there are 11 schools of wizardry worldwide, though only 8 are named and pictured on the map. In FB2, we had contact, if only briefly, with 3 of these schools: Dumbledore at Hogwarts, Eulalie Hicks at Ilvermorny, and Flamel as a connection to Beauxbatons. For FB3, we are headed to Brazil, home of Castelo Brujo. Many have theorized that the locations for the future films will focus on locations where there is a wizarding school, and that definitely seems to be playing out. For a while, I was a bit dubious if the schools would play a part in the plot, though, as they had not with FB1 or 2. But now, I'm wondering if perhaps I missed a trick. I had forgotten how central schools, especially universities, are to the scientific community and furthering research. And I think we got a hint of how the scientific community might play a role in the rest of the series. As has been pointed out since the beginning, Newt is a magizoologist, a scientist. That role is crucial to not only his personality, but to the series as well. In an old video, I explored how all the locations in FB1 were central to the Manhattan Project and the development of the atomic bomb. As the scientist that he is, Newt starts out FB2 by saying, "I don't do sides," a nod perhaps to the belief some hold that science is neutral. And yet, by the end of the film, Newt has chosen one, just as many scientists chose to or were forced to do over the course of World War II. The scientific community played a huge role in the war, on both sides. Not only were they the key researchers for the arms race, but they were involved in many of the eugenics and racial hygiene practices that became a core part of Nazism. Also, with the rise of technology spurring communication and travel, the world was connected as never before. International alliances in science were determined by politics and the nature of research individuals were conducting. I think we're already seeing an international alliance of scientists in Crimes of Grindelwald, and I think this alliance will be critical in the remaining films. Early on, I mentioned that I thought the witches and wizards in Flamel's Phoenix book might be an order of alchemists, and perhaps the original inspiration for the Order of the Phoenix, but now my thoughts have evolved just a bit. I'm wondering if these magicals are the wizarding world's scientists, with many, if not all, associated with the 11 international wizarding schools. Many may indeed be alchemists, but perhaps they also include other branches of wizarding science, like astronomy. And if Newt is inducted, magizoology. Perhaps Flamel's book is even an early wizarding version of the internet. We've been told that Lally will play a big role in FB3, even though the film is heading to Brazil and she is in the US. Perhaps her role will come through the interactions of the society, and perhaps it will show how crucial the universities and scientists were to the war effort on both sides. If so, I expect all the wizarding schools across the world will play an increasing role in the remaining films, and that we'll see their research professors, some of those pictured in Flamel's phone book, forced to choose sides, perhaps even with some joining up with Grindelwald for the unlimited research opportunities he affords them. I'd be willing to bet one of his acolytes is a professor who we'll see performing experiments on muggles. Can't you just see Caro dispassionately conducting experiments on young muggle twins? I just hope it's not Queenies and Jacobs. So, what do you think? Do you have other ideas about the nature of Flamel's Phoenix book? And what role do you think Lally Hicks will play? Please share your thoughts in the comments. And don't click off yet, because I'm going to update the giveaways and deadline for my 12 Days of Grindelwald celebration. Also, please check out my new fan shop on Amazon for books and Funko Pops and wands and all things Fantastic Beasts. As we draw to a close on the 12 Days of Grindelwald celebration, I'm adding a couple of new giveaways and extending the deadline for entry for this channel's subscribers. Along with the 3 Newt Scamander wand pins exclusively from Lumos, and the Matagot, Chupacabra, and Grindelwald Funko Pops, as previously announced, I'm also adding this Niffler pin exclusive from the IMAX pre-screening, as well as this adorable Niffler keychain. Entry is simple. All you have to do is subscribe, click the bell notification, and comment on any or all of the videos for the 12 Days of Grindelwald. The more videos you comment on in this 12 Days of Grindelwald playlist, the more chances you have of winning. That's it. Anyone around the world can enter, though be aware that it may take longer for the prizes to reach you. The deadline for entry is now January 7th. For a description of the prizes and a full list of how this giveaway will work, see the description box below.